Okay. Vita. Let me show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from.
Say, what it do, stick with the camera, sound like a lamb, big boss. K-Po, top boxing, fucking my soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last, good people do, don't knock yourself, man. Caught him in the fight like maybe you matter. Peak game. 84's on what swing, alright? I'm real quick and brief with this. And, you know, God been working on me, man. If you don't like what I'm saying on my channel, don't watch my channel. I don't understand channels I don't agree with, or it's a video I don't agree with, I don't watch it. It's that simple. Be a man. You know what I'm saying? Man up. I don't know if y'all remember that commercial. Man up. With Gold Bond. Man up and go watch somebody else's channel. Don't watch my channel, bro. If you don't like what I'm saying, you ain't gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm done. Let's talk boxing. Conflicted statements of Canelo Álvarez. Again, this is gonna be part 2, but I'm gonna air this one today. And y'all say a prayer for me and my family. You know, got some bad news. But, you know, boss, man, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we men, and we stand on our 10, you know, so it is what it is. Life, stuff gonna happen. Just gotta keep pushing. But, Canelo played this little game. He got interviewed, and basically, he had to name a fighter that was better than Terence Crawford, right? So they start naming all these fighters. One of them was Floyd. He remained quiet. Friedrich Trinidad, he remained quiet. Oscar De La Hoya, he remained quiet. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, this is what I call cap, right? Because you ridicule Bud for his resume, right? And you don't even know if this gonna be that type of fight. You don't even know if, you know what I mean, you may get in there and knock Bud out one round. You know what I'm saying? You may get in there and knock him out early. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying, like, you don't know. That's one thing about boxing, it's the unknown, right? Cause you may get in there and lose to Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? But it's the unknown, right? You can hypothetically speak on something, even as a fighter. You can see something and be like, okay, something I can take advantage of, but you still got to get in there, perform, and try to exploit that flaw that you see, right? That's just what it is. And that's the truth about being in that ring and fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can see certain things and see certain flaws, but when you in that ring, bro, now I got to talk boxing because, you know, when you in that ring, bro, and you put them gloves on, you walk down that ramp, or you in training camp, and you and your coach going over a fight plan, and you basically see a flaw that you might be able to take advantage of, you still gotta get in the ring and try to exploit that flaw, right? That's real talk. You still gotta get in the ring and try to exploit that flaw. It's not easy. You know, that's why I laugh. You know, a lot of people that be trying to talk boxing, they don't know boxing. You know what I mean? I laugh at a lot of these dudes. It's a joke. I don't want to entertain y'all no more, bro. It's getting comical. It's like, bro, why even waste my time? If you ain't fought before, I don't want to hear nothing from you, bro. I'm sorry. You ain't been in the ring. You ain't walked down the ring. You ain't got no fights. You're not qualified. Your opinion don't matter to me. I'm sorry. You could take that as you will. You know what I'm saying? I just can't, you know, I don't take you seriously. I'm just not, I'm being real, bro. You know, and there's no disrespect, but it's just like, but it depends on you, who the person is. Then it's disrespect. But all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, Terence Crawford, we all know is a skillful guy, right? But He's not better than Floyd in no way. He's not in the same atmosphere, stratosphere. He's not touching Floyd. I think Canelo's still mad that Floyd beat him, right? And that's what it is. And Floyd continuously says, I mean, you watched the last interview, one of the interviews with Floyd, when Floyd was at a PBC event. I think it was a tank fight. And he was talking in Exxon Lubin. And he said, hey, come up here. He talking about, y'all sitting here glorifying Canelo. He easy work. He easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. I think Canelo's still upset with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I believe. You know? But how you gonna sit there and say Terrence Crawford better than Floyd when Floyd stood in front of you and beat the doors off of you? Backed you up into the corner and everything. But yet you still out here hating on Cuz. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, I get it. You don't like him. Y'all got some type of personal beef going on. All right. I understand it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Y'all plexing. But at the end of the day, you got to be real. Right? Oscar De La Hoya fought everybody. You know what I mean? He fought everybody. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, Floyd, he fought everybody. You know what I mean? That's a true champion right there. You know? So, I felt like him sitting there saying this Terrence Crawford is better. Now, if you sit there and say, hey, which fighter has the better jab? Now you could break that down, okay? Or who's faster? Who got faster hands? Well, obviously, Terrence Crawford going to have faster hands than De La Hoya, or I don't think Crawford got faster hands than Floyd. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you breaking it down like that, I can rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you sit here, bro, and you like, oh, you know, you say this, Terrence Crawford is just better than Floyd, or Terrence Crawford's better than this guy, all these Hall of Fame fighters, like, I can't co-sign that, bro. And it's contradictory because you just, a couple of months ago, y'all did an interview, and Terrence Crawford was talking about his resume, and he named a fighter, and you said, who? That's what you said. Who? You said who? To Victor Postal. So how's Terrence Crawford better? The knock on Terrence Crawford is this. Great fighter, but he never exemplified these skills against other great fighters, right? So that's why Terrence Crawford gets kind of ridiculed for his resume, because he don't have the names, right? He ain't fought everybody. He kind of waited to fight guys, and then he fought them. That's an opportunity. You know what I mean? It was just like when he could have went and put himself in position to get said fights. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, but you know, when I talk like that, it's like, no. Like, nah, I'll stand on what I say, bro. You go where the smoke is at. If I want to fight somebody, I'm going where they at, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and stand over here. I don't want to hear nothing about no politics, and I don't want to hear nothing about that, bro. If you like that, you go where it's at. Look what Dave Benavidez doing. Look what Devin Haney did. You know what I'm saying? If you like that, you go where it's at. You know? That's real talk, bro. Like, we got to be honest. We can't sit here and cap in the sport of boxing. Like, y'all want to make rules and modifications for certain fighters, but then the fighter you like, he ain't got to follow no rules. He ain't under those stipulations. For your favorite fighter, he ain't got to follow those stipulations. But for the fighter you don't like, there's stipulations for him. Man, get out of here, bro. So all I'm saying at the end of the day, to keep it 1,000, it's like Terrence Crawford he great, but at the same time, he ain't fought nobody, bro. And that's just what it is. You know? So he's not better than all these other dudes. And Canelo's a fool for sitting here doing that foolishness. You know? Now, granted, another angle I look at it at is like this. He just trying to market the fight. Right? But yet again, you're fighting a smaller guy who's moving up in weight, right? In which you said that Terrence Crawford's a smaller guy. You don't like fighting guys like that because you're not going to get no credit. So now all of a sudden you saying, oh, man, there's nobody better than Terrence Crawford. Man, get out my face with this, bro. This is what I be talking about, right? These narratives. People run with these narratives, and it's cool. It ain't happening over here, bro. I'm going to continue to speak the truth in boxing. That's what it is. You know what I mean? You don't like what I'm saying? Go watch somebody else. Because Boss going to continue to speak the truth and speak the facts in the sport of boxing. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss go.